The Bay Area's rock station, 107.7 The Bone.
Munky,
Yes.
you guys are back from a brief absence and touring like crazy.
Yes.
Kind of excited about this new record. You guys went back with Ross Robinson.
Thank God.
Was that something you knew you guys were going to do before you even decided to make another album?
No, we didn't know. I was just, I was on. Basically, I just reached out to Ross to say hello and see what he's up to and stuff. And started talking to him. And he's like, "Hey, you got Jonathan's phone number?" I was like, "Yeah, hold on, here it is." 2 hours later, Jonathan calls me back and he's like, "Dude, what do you think about Ross producing our next record?" I was like, "Yes." F word, yes. So, it's okay. So that's how it started. And then everyone got fired up. And, it's like, yes, we wanted that. We had that urge to, get that raw, angry, old feeling, that really, the first 2 records that we recorded with Ross, that's what launched this band, That's what the fans loved about Korn so much. And, it's through the years, you sort of like experience, you experiment with different producers, different writing techniques, and different, instruments and melodies, song structures. And it just kind of, we wanted to just retune everything back to the way it was. It's just us 5 in the room, writing and recording on 2-inch tape. No Pro Tools, no cut, copy, paste that so many bands use now.
I know we're going to loop that riff.
Yeah, it's a lazy way to, and we're guilty of it too. We did that. It was just it's just a very lazy way to make an album. It's good to write, to use it to put down ideas, but for us, it wasn't. Ross wasn't going to have it. It's like, this is how we're doing it, like it or not.
So was it really inspirational for the first time to go back to that way of doing things?
Yeah, I mean, it was.
Or was stuff written before you guys got into the recording
process?
There
was just ideas that Jonathan had written on a little portable recorder. We took a lot of those ideas, reworked them, and then rewrote the songs. But there was only 3 or 4 ideas that he had that really just had, to spark the creativity. And then that's all it took. And then Ross has a way of pulling raw emotion out of whatever you're doing and not settling for just, he always says this to me when I'm tracking or writing. I want to feel the violence. I want to feel, I want the hairs on the back of my neck to stand up for every take. And you have to, the energy in the room has to really raise to a higher vibration. And you can feel it, and if it's a good take or not. So it's challenging because, man, he's worked with a lot of people, a lot of pissed off people. And so to get the room in each take to that level is a challenge for everybody.
But you think because he knows you so well, he can find that?
He knows it's inside of us, and he can feel it. And yeah, he grew up in Barstow. We're from Bakersfield. So the dialogue
on I-5.
Yeah, right. I-5 to 99, and he lives off the 15. Yeah. So basically, our backgrounds are very similar. He knows sort of, the challenges that we're up against coming out of a small town and that mentality of, he knows the language that we speak. A lot of times we don't even have to talk. It's just like, okay, do it again. No, that's not cutting it, so let's keep working on it to make the songs better.
Is everyone that's in the band now present in the recording, or did...
Yeah, everybody was in the room. It was, me, Fieldy, Jonathan, Ray, who's now the new drummer, and our videographer, Sebastian. He recorded and videotaped every minute of it, so it's a good document.
That'll be the new DVD.
Yeah, it's really cool. It gives you a lot of insight onto how hard we worked and what went into it. That was it. And Ross is in the recording.
You guys had a strolling around. I mean, you were an amazing band, and you had kind of a rough patch, and you really could have just taken all the time in the world to write for another album. You know, Chinese Democracy, if you wanted to.
No, that'll never happen. But, I mean, I think, with the guitar player leaving, drummer leaving, don't do drugs, kids. It's not good. It's never a good outcome. I think, there was always like sort of not having a permanent drummer. There wasn't a real solid foundation. Now with Ray in the band, it feels like a solid foundation, and we can rebuild this band again with something solid. It's kind of like the bionic Korn. Like we can rebuild it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like we can start again, and with Roadrunner Records behind us now, a label that really cares about music, it's nice.
How was it, because you guys were pretty much the first ones to break ground on the whole somebody buying a part of their band record deal that you did with Virgin. Was it just an experience, for better or worse, or something that you left a bad taste?
I wouldn't do it again. I think that it was just something, experiment that we wanted to sort of see what kind of, how far we could push the brand, But it's not why we do what we do. We play music for ourselves and for the fans. That's why we do what we do.
107.7 The Bone.
Streaming online at 1077thebone.com.